Today, our prayer point comes from Luke chapter 24, verse 2. When they come to the tomb, they find that the stone had already been rolled away. This reminds me of yesterday's lesson. We talked about Peter when he proclaimed that Jesus was the Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus called him the rock on which the church would be established. And then in just the next couple of verses, he calls Peter a stumbling stone that's tripping him up. And the difference is that when Peter is the rock, he understands the revelation of God. He understands the mission of Jesus. He understands that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God. And then in just the next few verses, he inserts his own human way of thinking, his own self-interest, and he tries to change the course of Jesus' mission. And that's when he becomes a stumbling stone. So, church, I think that sometimes we have things in our lives, blockades, barriers, stumbling stones that prevent us from following the course of what God has called us to do, from completing our mission. And so the good news of Easter is that Jesus still removes stones. He still rolls away the stone. And so what I'd like us to do today is to simply make a list. It can be a mental list, or you can write it down, of things that are keeping you from doing what God has called you to do. And then pray and ask God to remove each one of those things. We know that He's faithful to remove stones. So, church, be blessed.